All right, howdy, folks. Is right now I'm switched over to the phone because as soon as I tried and restarted the computer from the last stream, yeah, StreamYard just completely crashed on me. So I am trying to redo it again. I don't know what the hell's wrong with StreamYard.
You got a text, idiot.
Yes, I got a text message from an idiot because StreamYard is messing up, like Mike was saying before he just dropped out. He's here. Physically, not mentally.
I'm back. I'm on the laptop. How do I sound? And I can hear you. So far, everything seems to be working. We'll see if it continues to work in the next few minutes.
It does so far.
All right. So let's hope I don't have to switch browsers every 5 minutes like I was doing last stream. And again, this is obviously a StreamYard's issue because it's not happening. The sound issue is not happening for anything else. I was even on a Microsoft Teams conference call for my day job, and that was a 2-hour phone call and not a single issue with the sound. So it's whatever the problem is, it's related to StreamYards.
Ah.
All right. So what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about Mortal Kombat, or do you want to talk about For All Mankind? Please note, I've only seen the first 2 episodes of season 5 because I'll be honest, with the company merger going on, I haven't had a lot of free time this week. So I only started watching For All Mankind season 5 last night.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, and season 5 starts a little slow, but it picks up toward the ending.
Well, I was letting Elihu decide, and so.
Yeah, I was, from a scientific point of view, I was wondering, why the hell are they going to Titan and not Enceladus? Until I actually looked at the history of the show, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Voyager 1 never was launched. They didn't get the images from Pioneer. Okay, that's why they don't know about the jets from Enceladus. That's why they went to Titan. I'm like, that explains it. Duh. I was kind of scientifically stupid. I was like, what the fuck? Enceladus is right there. Come on, free samples. Oh, they didn't launch the probes. They didn't know about that. That's why.
Yeah.
I was a little confused. I'm like, okay, I understand this now. This is going per par. Yeah, if we didn't know about the jets in Enceladus, Titan would have been the most likely candidate for life in Saturn's moon system. But Enceladus is more prominent than Titan now.
How do you feel with them basically going further into science fiction at this point over the realism for the last several seasons? Because we don't have fusion-powered anything, let alone fusion-powered spaceships. And
we have a fusion-powered probe out there right now.
No, we don't.
What is it called? Hang on.
It's fission, not fusion.
Sorry. Let's see. Where is it? Fusion spacecraft propulsion. Let's see. Oh, fission. Sorry.
I know. I said fission, not fusion.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That kind of taking a couple of days trip to Mars. Like, damn, that's kind of going a little fast.
Yeah. So, and I was typing in a little joke for Gap. I'm not going to be political, but I wanted to make that joke. The chat vote doesn't matter. Like, chat is delayed. Your votes will not be counted because we prefer speed over accuracy. So, now, so what's the time period for this season? Is it supposed to be the 2010s?
Yes.
Okay, so at this point, there's a 10-year-old Mars base, a 30 or 40-year-old moon base, and they already have fusion technology, but they're still sending out robotic probes that fail or have a high failure rate.
That is basically been fixed.
What do you mean it's been fixed?
Spoilers. This is one of the main arcs for the end of the season. Spoilers.
Well, sorry, again, I'm only on episode 2.
That's why I say I can't say anything else about that, because it will spoil it for you.
What's her name? The whole reason she wants to do a manned mission to Titan is because the robots keep failing. And they call them robots, but they're basically robotic probes. They're basically the same thing we've been sending out since the 1960s. They're, iPad versions of Pioneer and Voyager.
Yeah, whatever.
And current NASA's robot probe success versus failure rate is a lot better than it is in the show, even though the show apparently has a more advanced technology because they've been putting more money into space technologies for a longer period of time. So yeah, that's what I'm confused about.
I mean, it took them until the 80s to discover the slingshot method. I'm like, yeah, it's a little slow progress.
No, they didn't. It's not they. Okay, the slingshot mathematics has existed since the 1950s.
They didn't implement it until the 80s on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that's slow scientific progress.
And considering Apollo 13 did a freaking slingshot back in the day, that's still kind of ridiculous to me. What else? The political, they seem to be doing a colony versus colonizer mentality for the politics of the show this season. At least that's what I'm seeing. Because you have
it's mainly still Russia based versus America based, and Russia based is now on moon on Mars.
Well, the way I looked at it was, you have the M5 or the M6 or what they called it, the M6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those nations, which are the major spacefaring nations, then you have the independent spacefaring nations little group, and
then you have private companies.
The M6 group seems to be trying to exert more control over the Martian colony at the expense of these other lesser developed space-faring countries.
Well, you got to remember when it was originally stated for the moon race, it was U.S., Russia, and then a little bit of everybody else. Now it's Mars, and it's U.S., Russia, and a little bit of everybody else. It just changed location. It's still the dynamics, but it just changed location itself.
Well, they specifically mentioned that both India and Pakistan are spacefaring nations. That North Korea is a spacefaring nation. China is a spacefaring nation. But North Korea was kicked out of the M6. They originally was the M7, but they got kicked out. Pakistan is part of the independent, whereas India is part of the M6. I'm going to go to their wiki to confirm every country that is part of the M6.
Oh, in case you want to know, there's been some leaked footage of Avengers Doomsday online. Video footage.
Sorry, hold on. I typed in M6, and of course, it's giving me highway numbers. So, all right. Okay, the United States, Soviet Union, Japan, India, and the European space agencies. So yeah, I guess. Okay, sorry, the European space agencies and the coalition of communist countries for spaceflight. So it actually is more than 6 countries because they're including the communist countries for spaceflight, according to For All Mankind, includes Bulgaria, Cuba, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, Egypt, Greece, Hungary, Mexico, Poland, Romania, Turkey, Venezuela, and Yugoslavia. And the European Space Agency includes Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and West Germany.
Ah.
So it's a lot more than 6 countries. It's 6 space agencies, essentially. United States, Soviet Union, Japan, India, ESA, and one made just for the show, the CCCP. Or sorry, CCCS.
China.
Coalition Communist Countries for Spaceflight.
Yeah.
And no, China is not actually on the list.
Wait, they're not?
I may be wrong about that.
Huh.
So all right. Okay, the ISP, which International Space Coalition is shortened to ISP. I think that's kind of funny. Consisting of China, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and other various unaligned states and middle powers. So, yeah, China is part of the bad guys, per se. And North Korea is not part of any group anymore. That's funny. North Korea is still all by themselves, but they have a Martian base. I find that incredibly funny because despite the fact that North Korea actually has nuclear weapons now, their ballistic missile program is still so woefully underdeveloped that they can barely get across the fucking Sea of Korea, let alone anywhere else on the planet. No way in hell they're getting to fucking Mars.
Well, North Korea was the first one to land on Mars.
Yeah, in the show. And now, again, I've only seen up to episode 2, so don't give me too many spoilers. So, the first man on Mars has been accused of committing the first murder on Mars.
Correct.
And they were transporting him, or they're going to take him to Earth for trial because of some legal loophole about Martians not being able to prosecute him because he's there illegally because North Korea got kicked out of the M6.
Correct. Everybody loves Kim. Everybody loves him.
And then Baldwin basically performs a prisoner hijacking.
Yes.
On Mars.
Yes. That was cool to watch. He knew he was risking his own life to do that for his friend. That was great, Baldwin.
I'm sorry. I have to say, in real life, I would hate Baldwin.
Yeah, I would, but he's sacrificing his own life to save his friend who's innocent.
I get that.
Yeah.
But the way he does things,
Yeah, he's a prick.
he might be doing things morally right, but he does it in a morally wrong way. He's like, oh, I'm going to risk everything to save my friend. And in the process, I might get another friend killed. That to me, I'm sorry, I don't accept. I don't like how he basically assumes that he's right no matter what. And he's willing to do immoral things to, like, he's an ends justifies the means type of guy, even if he's supposed to be the guy I would normally support, you know?
Yeah, but he does grow the best weed on Mars.
True. No wonder he's your favorite character. I mean, if I were watching this show as a conservative, they try to make him as hateable to a conservative as possible. Because his only remaining child is an adopted Asian girl. He seems to be okay with that one character who's gay, on being gay on Mars. That's got to be one of the funny. Like, I don't know why I find that so funny. He smoked weed before it was legalized, and starts growing weed while it's illegal, or like he literally has an illegal pot farm.
And he's hush-hush about the alcohol.
Yeah. But under the conservative mentality of the 1970s, which he still seems to be very stringent on, at least if you look at how his conversation seems to go with his grandson, he is still that stereotypical conservative viewpoint, but everything else he does is very liberal. I mean, he seems to be written to piss off as many people as possible while still doing the right thing.
Well, he's the opposite of Devin. Devin's a liberal conservative.
Remind me which one's Devin again.
He's the guy in charge. Well, was in charge. So Maria took over. He was on X-Men. He was the first one to get killed off on X-Men. I forgot the actor's name. Shit. The grandson's mentor. Want to get in the bike. What the hell fuck is it? Who plays Devin again? Shit.
Quick to the Google Mobile.
What the hell's his name? Damn it.
You're talking about the Elon Musk guy.
Yes, him.
Okay, that's all you needed to say.
Oh,
Dev,
sorry. Dev, sorry.
If you had said Dev, I would have known who you were talking about. I'm like, Devin? Who the fuck is Devin?
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, the non-evil Nazi version of Elon Musk, yeah. Again, he's also a very liberal guy, but he's also a corporate guy, which is funny to me because, again, he's also coded conservative, he's coded liberal in a conservative role.
Conservative way, yeah.
And that's the same thing with Baldwin. He's a coded conservative, he's a coded liberal in a conservative role.
Yeah. I like how both those guys play that character up really well.
And then, what's her name? Sorry, I'm just going to the cast list. Margot Madsen, that character. Okay, so now she's in prison because she, for her, defection to Russia. But she still seems to be playing a major part. I thought when she got arrested, they would be kind of phasing her out for this season, but they don't seem to be doing that because Alana keeps visiting her in prison and getting ideas on what she's going to end up doing.
Yeah, she's helping her out. She's her mentor still. She knows that she does something wrong, but she understands why she did it. That's why she's still friends with her. It's like, yeah, hello, I'm here. Here's your Tootsie Rolls. Hi. Yeah, she's her mentor still. Yeah, she's going to be a part of her, of course.
Well, I don't know. I just kind of figured that her role or her story had been told. I mean, let's see.
Yeah, it should have been. It should have been ended of season 4 when she woke up in Russia as an old woman. It should have been there. Yeah.
Because what happened to Molly Cobb? It's been a few years since I've done a watch. I mean, you can go back to the history of the CNA stream to figure out the last time I watched the show. She died. That's why. She died in the terrorist attack. That's why she's not there anymore. Okay, yeah. I have no excuses for why she's been written out. What episode was that?
Oh, shit. Let's see. She died on. Come on.
That was a season 2 episode?
Season 3, episode 10.
Okay, thank you. Because when I clicked the citation on their wiki, it brought me to the wrong fucking episode.
Yeah, that's why it's called the Molly Cobb Space Center, and not the Kennedy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Johnson, Johnson Space Center.
I make this a very clear point when it comes to my news sources and why I trust things when they cite things. For your fucking wikis, cite the right thing as well. Because I checked that goddamn stuff and it just brought me to the wrong fucking episode.
I don't use Wikipedia. It's season 3, episode 10, okay?
I'm using the For All Mankind wiki. So this is a specific wiki for All Mankind.
No.
Let's see. Who else? Tracy Stevens. What happened to Tracy Stevens?
Let's see. She died in season 2, episode 10.
So she's dead too.
Yep.
So what I need a cast list for per season. And I'm pretty sure someone has already done that. So let's see. Someone has had to have made a list of the thing by season.
I got it.
All right, you want to share it and I'll put it on screen so we can actually go off of it?
Hang on a second. That's the thing.
You want to post it first? And I'll check Twitter?
That's the thing generate. Hang on a second. Here we go. Yeah, copy link clipboard. And I actually used Grok on this one. There you go.
All right. I just got the notification that it arrived at the Twitter. Going to my chat. Open a new tab. Yeah, but I need I was hoping it would be by season. That's the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I got season 1, which took place between 69 and 74. Season 2 was 83. Season 3 is 92, 95. Season 4 is 2003. Season 5 is 2012.
You actually pay for Grok?
No.
Really? Because it's giving me the paid link for it. That's weird.
I pay $8,000 a month for X. I guess Grok's included. I don't know. I don't use the image shit. I just use to look up some stuff every once in a while.
All right. So they don't tell you exactly who's anything. Oh yeah,
I got the actors and the
Irina
right there.
Sorry, I'm just going by when I saw the name. Because one, she was like one of the good Russians, and I liked her as a character. So when they tried to do the whole, the whole political, like there was like 2 episodes where they're talking about the political meanderings of trying to make sure that she gets her trial in a neutral country. Oh, and she apparently kills herself in her cell. I wonder what that's referencing. But the fact that they killed her in between in between seasons, that was kind of a dick move. Let's see. How did Daniel Stern's character die?
Eli Hobson. Let me find out.
I'm going to the wiki.
Let's see. Daniel Stern.
So you're going to friggin' AI. I'm checking on the wiki.
He's disgraced and removed from position. He's not appeared on major on that swing role. He did not die.
Nope. He's still alive. He's just not on the show anymore.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he was one of the people that was the ones advocating for Irina's trial to be in India.
Yeah, he got removed because of the failed Goldilocks thing.
The what?
He got removed majorly because of the failed Goldilocks asteroid mission and the labor disputes on Mars.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about, like, why did Daniel Stern not return? Not because of the character.
Oh.
Hold on. Does he return later in season 5? I mean, that's a spoiler you can give me.
No, he does not. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I have not seen the last episode. It must be in the last episode because it says returning. Season 5.
Okay. According to Google, he's officially listed among the returning cast.
Along with Irina and Gordo.
5.
Yeah, he must be in the last episode because I haven't seen the last episode yet.
So yeah, and I haven't seen episodes 2 or 3 and above.
I just last thing I remember was what Kelly saw. I'm like, yes. I didn't get a chance to finish watching it. Damn it! Like it makes sense. Titan.
Question: is Miles going to be? we got Miles Dale, played by Toby Kebbell, or Keeball, or however the fuck you pronounce that. I am so horrible at pronouncing names.
Kebbell.
Is it just me, or is he being written to be a dark horse this season?
Yes.
At least the first 2 episodes, he's already betraying his friends by talking to the quote-unquote enemy police captain behind everyone's back, including his wife and his kid. He's not helping Ed Baldwin out, and he's basically like, they seem to be writing, as I said, like as a dark horse. Like he's going to be.
He's playing both sides to see what benefits him the best. Then the colony. This is how he's playing this season.
So he's not really out for. He's not trying to help the colony, like, because his whole character arc in season 4 was going from medial person to person with power to being out for himself to being out for the people.
Yeah, he is still out for the people, but he wants to know what's going to benefit himself best. Then how is it going to help the people?
So they kind of reverted half his freaking story arc for season 4.
About, yeah.
All right, so that's kind of sucky.
But he's still for the colonist. He is still for the colonist, though. But he still wants to know how he can benefit from it. Hey.
I'll take your word for it. That's a little spoiler I'm not too worried about. Question. Since you've actually seen further on than I have. Margot, when she's talking about the mothballed spaceship, what spaceship was she talking about for the Titan mission exactly? Was it the one that they used to get to Mars to begin with?
Yes. The original ship. Okay.
Because they didn't make that clear to me. I mean, they said the name, but they should have, like, had a line in there as a reminder, because I'm sorry. It's been years since season 4. I don't remember everything. I didn't do a rewatch this time. Normally, I do a rewatch before I watch a new season like this.
It was cheaper and faster to retrofit that ship than to build a brand new one.
Or use the ones they already have. Because apparently the ones they already have aren't good enough anyway.
Yeah, it's the shielding with the radiation from Saturn. That's what they were worried about.
Do you think, from a writing standpoint and a technological standpoint, that's bullshit as far as I can tell? With the amount of technology increases that they've had in the last 10 years, her little comment about it is stupid. I honestly think it's a way for them to reuse the CG prop instead of making a new one because it was cheaper. That's my official position until I see the ship and see if they actually changed it.
Well, technically speaking, the shielding, it is shit because the radiation around Saturn is more dangerous than Van Allen belts. Because backstory, when they were developing the module for the Apollos, they had to worry about the Van Allen belt radiation. So they used a basically control piece of glass. Regular piece of glass is a control thing. When they did when they turned on the machine, and they found out that regular piece of glass deflected about 80% of the radiation. So they used a regular piece of glass from the actual shuttle they're going to use, and it was 90%. Aluminum foil, 95%. So these shieldings right there is different, and it's a lot weaker. So they had increased the shielding on that ship.
Yeah, but Apollo also used gold foil as one of their radiation shields. And
which was 99%. Yeah, it was about 99.23%.
And I don't think the Jovian Van Allen belts are that powerful because of how far they are from the sun.
No, it's not the Jovian, the Saturn.
Oh, sorry. Even worse, Saturn's even further from the sun. So the Van Allen belts can't be that much more powerful, are they?
Not as powerful as those. I mean, if we can see ultraviolet, we'd be able to see the Jovian Nebula from here. That's how it'd be basically behind the moon. That's how expansive the Jovian radiation belt is.
Real? Okay, I'm sorry. I did it. This is an AI overview, so please forgive me. Actually, Saturn's Van Allen belts, despite being further away from the sun and because they're the Van Allen belts are capturing solar rays or solar radiation being trapped in the magnetic field. Because of the size and the power of Saturn's magnetic field, Saturn's belts are actually more intense than Earth's, and Jupiter's are weaker than Earth's. So the fact that they chose Saturn and Titan might actually be a good excuse. I am wrong. I will admit that. Let me check the source. No.
Okay, the source is Mr. Cardenas. Mr. Cardenas, is he wrong? As your wife, she's going to say always.
I am the man in this relationship. I am always right, even when I'm wrong. And damn it, woman, where's my coffee? Okay. Still getting smacked when she actually brings me coffee.
Yeah, you don't need coffee to wake up to that. It's just a chunkless. She can come out with a chocolate in her hand. Come on. That's worse than a slap, man.
All right.
She's probably listening and thinking, good idea, but I don't want to hurt my feet. It's hot outside.
So as I said, I will admit your explanation for the additional shielding does actually warrant it. Because for some reason, I had in my head, I had the idea they were going to Jupiter, not Saturn. And I know Saturn's Van Allen belts are weaker than Earth's.
Dude, look who you're talking to, okay?
I know.
That's business.
You're the high science guy, and you specialize in space. I know. I should have deferred to your expertise. But again, for some reason in my head, I had the idea they were going to Jupiter. But even then, so instead of, a layer of gold and a layer of lead, all they got to do is like alternate a few layers and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Even the shielding would only have to be, an extra, millimeter thick?
About
2 millimeters at most?
Gold foil, hello.
Yeah.
Aluminum foil. Basic aluminum foil. That's what's on Hubble right now. It's basic aluminum foil.
I know. And I'm assuming with the technology they have, it is a lot easier to produce and make, lead and gold shielding that would be mass produced. I don't think it would be as hard.
Well, the Nancy Grace Roman telescope is all ready and getting ready to launch, which I'm looking forward to those pictures.
Now, is Hubble actually part of For All Mankind?
Let's see. I'm not sure. Let's see. No, Hubble telescope is not part of For All Mankind.
Yeah, apparently they have something called the Thomas Paine Space Telescope instead.
Same area as World War Hubble. Okay. It functions as the equivalent of Hubble.
Yeah.
Here's something. Production initially referenced Hubble visual patches, but they shifted to using the James Webb Space Telescope footage in some scenes while keeping the Indian Universe name and role distinct.
So, all right. I am hoping that next week I will have watched the rest of For All Mankind season 5.
Okay.
even if I only watch one episode a day, I should be able to finish it by next week.
Good. Hopefully, right?
Now, I'm not returning back to the States until tomorrow because I didn't get to Mexico until yesterday. Normally, I leave on Fridays, but one of my shelves or one of my bookcases in my storage unit where I put all my products for the eBay store, the bookcase started to break.
Uh-oh.
Basically, the back panel for the bookshelf became separated from the rest of the bookshelf or the bookcase. And the weight of everything that was on the shelves was causing the sides of the bookcase to bow outward. And when it was bowing outward, that meant the actual shelves were going to fall.
Oh, shit.
So I picked up my younger kids. Caddy wasn't available. And we basically took everything off that bookshelf, took everything out of the way of the bookshelf, moved the bookshelf into the hallway so I could work on it. I added some bracing panels on the back to keep everything secure, added a bunch of Gorilla Tape as added secureness, because I don't care if this bookshelf looks pretty, I just need it to hold everything.
Gorilla Tape, Gorilla Glue. Yeah.
And
don't use it as a hair gel.
One of the funnier aspects was one of my kids was like, why are you spending money to fix this? Why don't you just get a new one? And I'm like, do you have any idea how much a new bookcase this size would cost?
Yeah, it's cheaper getting tape and glue. Hello.
Yeah. We're like, well, the tape was like $20 or like $14. The wood was $1.14, and the nails that I got were like $1 or something. We're like, well, so you spent $20 total on a bookshelf. Why don't you just spend the money to get a new bookshelf? I'm like, well, because I can reuse. The tape will always be useful. I can use that tape for many other projects other than this one. The nails I can use for other projects other than this one. The only thing I'm not going to be able to reuse is the wood, and the wood cost me $1 and change, whereas a new bookshelf will cost me a lot more money.
Yeah, $40-$60, yeah.
So let's see. New bookcase, 5 by 4, because it's 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, fuck. The first one that pops up is $1,489.
Ouch.
There's another one, oak, $239. Let's see, Wayfair, blah blah blah.
Wayfair, just fine. Okay, what you
Basically,
need.
for a strong enough bookshelf that I need for this storage unit, because it's not just steel shelving. This is like an actual wood bookshelf or bookcase. The cheapest one it looks like I can get would still be around $200.
Yeah, you saved yourself a deal by buying the tape and nails.
So yeah, I was trying to explain that to the kids, and I'm trying to impress upon them. You don't need to throw something away if you can fix it, and I can fix it. And I'm trying to show, like, they're like, oh, how did you even learn how to do this? And it's like, well, it's common sense. You
remember what Red Green said? If they don't find you handsome, at least they'll find you handy.
Well, like when I took one of my daughters to Home Depot with me to get the supplies, she's like, well, why aren't you getting screws instead of nails? Screws would hold it better, wouldn't it? And I'm like, well, yes, except for the fact that the grain of the wood on those vertical panels that are bowing out is vertical. If it was horizontal, yeah, I'd get the screws. But these, because the grain of the wood is vertical, if I use a screw, it'll split the wood.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm getting the nails. And she just goes, well, how do you even learn something like that? And I'm like,
I just know basic knowledge.
The fact that the wood has a grain is just something that I thought everybody knew, because it's something I learned so long ago. And I know why, from a biological standpoint, I could explain it to her because, organic chemist originally. But I'm just like, well, it just has the way the growth pattern for the wood. And once you know what to look for in a grain in wood, you can tell where the grain is. So yeah, it was just kind of interesting. Now I'm trying to teach them so much, but they just don't want to learn.
I take it Caddy has not registered for Blue Crew yet because I have not got a notification.
Yeah, she said she did.
I didn't get a notification, but I got somebody referred. Usually, when I did it before and I got a notification somebody registered, then I got a notification they worked the first shift. I didn't get a notification that she registered.
She told me she registered, but hasn't got a job yet.
Okay.
But I don't know how much I believe her. I love my daughter, but she seems adamant about not getting an actual job. She seems to be happy getting these little temporary jobs through her friends and family instead of actually going out and getting an actual job.
This is a no interview process job. All she has to do is register, boom, apply for a job that she wants. Okay, you got accepted. You show up, you clock in, you work, you get paid. It's no interview process for Blue Crew.
Now, I will admit, it is entirely possible that she did register, but she didn't use the link I gave her, so you won't get the credit for it.
Damn, Caddy.
All right. With that little interlude out of the way, let's go ahead and go to talk about Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, she can't defend herself because she's still asleep.
So if you're still here, Gap, we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat 2 now. And
Mortal Kombat.
All right, so before I start talking about Mortal Kombat 2 2026, I got to talk about Mortal Kombat 1995. Because Mortal Kombat,
oh my gosh,
original one, is clearly based on the story. It's a adaptation of the first game.
Yeah, you got levels. Yeah.
Okay.
You defeat the bad guy.
They have references to Mortal Kombat 2 in it by showing Jax, by showing Katana, referencing Shao Kahn at the end, who of course was played by Frank Welker. Got to point that out.
Mm-hmm.
But it was primarily based on Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, its direct sequel, skips over most of the storyline of Mortal Kombat 2 and goes directly to Mortal Kombat 3. That's why they have Motaro in there. That's why they have Shiva. They mentioned Cabal and Stryker. Rain is in there, even though he gets killed later on. Sindel, that whole storyline. And Outworld invading Earth via that loophole. And they kind of talk about Mortal Kombat 4 a little bit by introducing the character of Shinnok, even though the storyline they have in Mortal Kombat Annihilation has absolutely nothing to do with the games, because Shinnok was definitely not Raiden and Shao Kahn's dad in the games. So now I'm going to go back to Mortal Kombat 2021. They seem to be that movie. I liked that movie, and I liked how it had Cole as the protagonist primarily. And Cole, let's see, Cole was from what movie? Uh, uh, what was it? He was what movie was he or what was he from the games? I thought he was from the games.
I'm not that familiar with the games. Where's Gap? Paging Gap after dark. Paging Mr. Gap after dark. Could call you Mr. Herman. Paging Mr. Herman. Sorry, I'm a little too stoned to look up right now.
Okay. No, Cole Young was actually not from the games at all. He's an original character for this adaptation of the franchise. All right, so the first movie has references to Mortal Kombat mythologies, references to Mortal Kombat 1, references to Mortal Kombat Special Forces, and references to Mortal Kombat Shaolin monks. But as in for like the histories and stuff, not necessarily as direct adaptations. The story is completely original. One of the characters is original. That's fine. And I still liked the first movie, even though I don't know how I like the. I don't know if I like the idea of Scorpion being a good guy.
Yeah, but I don't understand. How does it go from 1 to 2 to speak English?
Well, apparently you can learn English while in hell. Hell actually has a very good English language program. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not hell. Neither realm. Neither realm. You know. As you can tell, apparently a lot of English teachers have been sent to neither realm, and they bent that realm to their will, just like he did in the second movie, and they created schools where they teach everybody how to speak English. Sorry, that's probably one of the dumbest jokes I've ever made on this stream. All right. So, what was I going to say? But okay, so there's as for the official adaptation of the storyline for the Mortal Kombat 2001, it is basically an original story. It's not an adaptation. It just references some of the games, and primarily some of the side games, not the actual main series games. That's fine. I enjoyed it. Mortal Kombat 2 is supposed to be a adaptation of Mortal Kombat 1, from what I understand. But they didn't do that. It's a completely original telling or original story that just uses the Mortal Kombat characters. The tournament storyline that they have for that movie does not make sense within the context of the game or the previous movies. And I don't like how it was portrayed. It should have been more tournament-y, if that makes sense. I realize Shao Kahn was trying to violate the rules. They should not have gone that far into it yet. They should have had the legitimate tournament with Shang Tsung in charge, not Shao Kahn. And I think that would have fit both the original Mortal Kombat 1 and the remake, the rebooted Mortal Kombat 1 from a few years ago.
I did not like the second one. I'm like, Carl Urban was not needed in this movie whatsoever. There was no need for Johnny. There was no need for Johnny Cage appearance.
No. I would argue if they were going to have Johnny Cage appear, it should have been an adaptation of the original Mortal Kombat game, just like the original Mortal Kombat movie. They should have had, as the, for the tournament, it should have been, the original characters. They should have been Sub-Zero. There should have been Scorpion,
Reptile,
Liu Kang, Kano, Sonya, and
Jax.
Raiden. Jax was not in the first one.
Oh.
So you have the 7 playable characters, Reptile, Goro, and Shang Tsung. So you got a 10 bracket or an 8 bracket with 2 bosses. That's what it should have been. I realize Mortal Kombat has had a lot more characters introduced since then. And if you're going to go that route, you go the Mortal Kombat 1 remake from 2023. The one where Liu Kang is now a god who reset the universe. And he basically takes Raiden's role for this movie. That's how they should have done it. That way they could have introduced all the other characters that have been from all the other Mortal Kombat games. That way you could have Jade. Jade being in this movie made no sense because she was supposed to be from Mortal Kombat 2. Noob Saibot, Mortal Kombat 2. Even though they call him Bihan, they don't call him Noob Saibot, which I think that does Tobias wrong. I mean, Ed Boon was still an executive producer, but, cutting out Tobias by even removing Noob Saibot's name from the movie, I think that was a dick move. I realize they are, Ed Boon and John Tobias aren't friends anymore, but fuck it. They should, as a fan, I thought that was a dick move. Now, what else? Who else was in the movie? Jax was in the movie. Mortal Kombat 2. Shao Kahn as a contestant, Mortal Kombat 2. They didn't have Kintaro in there, which I don't know. Maybe I don't know how I feel about not having Kintaro in there. I mean, you already killed off Goro. You might as well bring back Kintaro.
That was a cool little fight with Goro in the barn in the yard. That was a cool fight.
Melina is in it, so Mortal Kombat 2. So yeah, it's like they wanted to reference Mortal Kombat 2 and just skip over Mortal Kombat 1 as much as possible. Quan Chi, who doesn't appear until Mortal Kombat 3 or Ultimate or Trilogy? What was the game he first appeared in?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, I'm just checking because I want to verify my information so I'm not wrong.
Massive eruption of Volcano de Fuego in Guatemala. Holy shit. Damn.
Okay, so Quan Chi made his first appearance in Mortal Kombat Mythology's Sub-Zero, but he didn't serve as a playable character until Mortal Kombat 4. So he's been mentioned in games before that, but so I'm wrong. He wasn't in Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate, or Trilogy. He started in 4. Or as a playable character. And I do remember Mortal Kombat 4 kind of sucked because Tanya was an awful character. I'm sorry. Jared or whatever the fuck his name was. The Kano replacement was sucked. The Sonya replacement sucked. Shinnok is an idiot. I like Fujin. Fujin being the Raiden replacement. I liked him. And I guess Quan Chi was supposed to be the Shang Tsung replacement. Because, the whole thing was like, we're going to be replacing almost every character with a new version.
I was expecting more from the fights. I'm like, okay, fight. Now we got dialogue, story, fight, dialogue, story. Where's the fucking Mortal Kombat? The first one was more action packed than the second one. It's like, yeah, okay, we got story, exposition, quick fight, more story, exposition, character development, quick fight, character development, character development, character development. Where the fuck is the Mortal Kombat tournament? Yeah, you disappeared for a quick fight, you got more character development.
Sorry, I'm trying to look up certain things about Quan Chi real quick, and I'm like, what games was Quan Chi in? And it lists Mortal Kombat 2 as in the game. I'm like, what? No, it wasn't. I just confirmed that. And they're literally referring to the movie we're talking about, not the game. So on the list of games he's been in, they include the fucking movie. I'm sorry that that pisses me off.
Well, better to pissed off and pissed on, unless you're into that sort of thing.
All right, so yeah, Jarek is the new Kano. Kai is the new Liu Kang. Ryaku is the new Scorpion. Meat is the new Reptile. Tanya is the new Sonya. Fujin is the new Raiden. So yeah, the whole idea of Mortal Kombat 4 just kind of was stupid. I'm sorry. Now back to the movie. Mortal Kombat 2 2026. As a movie, I enjoyed it. It's still a nice little supernatural fighting movie. That part is fine. As an adaptation of a Mortal Kombat property, it sucks.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed.
Because it makes references to a bunch of the games, but does not actually tell any story from the games. And considering how much they tried to recreate Mortal Kombat 1 in Mortal Kombat 2021, I'm disappointed that they didn't follow the Mortal Kombat 2 or even the Mortal Kombat 3 storylines. And it might just be my, 90s fanboy of those series. I will say this, as an adaptation, Mortal Kombat Annihilation is a better film, or a better Mortal Kombat sequel. And I will die on that hill.
Sorry, I was looking for the Spider-Man tickets.
Gap, are you listening? Because we're talking about it. I've been talking about it for a while. You're not paying attention.
I don't think Gap is. Notify me. How come I can't buy a ticket right now?
All right, but now I will still say this. As a film, straight up film, Mortal Kombat 2026 is a better sequel than Mortal Kombat Annihilation was. The acting was better. The cinematography was better. The casting was better. The effects were better. But as an adaptation alone, Annihilation is better.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on the movie. Anything else we need to talk about it?
Nah, I just didn't really like it that much.
Yeah. And I think one of the reasons it bugs me is like, okay, it's the exact opposite for the potential Zelda movie that's coming out, right? If the Zelda movie that's coming out is based on any one of the games in the series, I will be mad. It should be an original story, because unless you decide to make an adaptation of a specific game and just that game, not making too many references to other games, I will. You can do that too, but I would prefer an original story for this Zelda movie. Mortal Kombat is a different type of franchise. Despite the complexity of its timeline, it does have, a series of events for each game. One game does lead into another. Even when they rebooted the franchise twice, technically, or rebooted the timeline, it was still within the same continuity. Zelda's not like that. Much. So you either adapt a single game or you have an original storyline. This Mortal Kombat game, or this Mortal Kombat sequel, 2026, did neither. Sorry, let me mute myself. And I think that's my biggest issue with it. If they had done a better adaptation, I would have been happy. If they had decided to not make as many references to other games, I would have been happier as well. Sorry, Mrs. Vile brought me coffee again. But I think I'm going to end the stream if no one else joins.
Well, I got my little AMC gift card, and I was trying to find my little Amazon Spider-Man thing, but still not here. But I'm looking at the Supergirl tickets for advanced screening, and 2 different theaters I can go to. One is basically 6 blocks away. Another one is 8 blocks away. The one that's 5 blocks away will cost me $30.98 for one ticket. The one that's a little further away will cost me $18.08 for one ticket. Gee, which one do you think I'm going to go to? Exact same screen, exact same thing, both closed caption on there. Which theater am I going to go see?
Well, for next week, I plan on watching the new Masters of the Universe movie this week. So next week we'll probably be talking about that. We'll finish up with For All Mankind. What else should I don't know if we're gonna have any other subjects. We'll see. With the primary company I work for, with all the changes, my work schedule has gotten a lot more hectic, which I'm happy to have the more hours. But the thing is, I'm also not trained on how to do certain things, which is pissing me off. Because it's like, oh, do this project. I've never done this project before. How do I do it? We don't know. And it's so bad that my district manager and my supervisor have both quit.
Jeez.
So my boss and my boss's boss quit on Friday. They weren't fired. They quit.
The power of succession. You're in charge now.
Okay. I was in the before my previous supervisor was put in charge, I was up for her job. In theory, yes, I should be the next one promoted to that position now that she's quit. That's not going to happen. They're going to put someone else who doesn't know this team at all in charge. I can just tell by the way this company is being run, yes. But I've applied for this job. I am qualified for this job. But I also work for the company that was purchased. They're not going to hire me. They're going to hire someone from the original company. I'd say while I have a shot to get the supervisor position, it's probably I probably have a 10% chance of getting the job. Now I won't find anything else about until the interim person actually contacts us. They haven't done that yet. So the new person won't even be able to answer any questions until Monday, if they actually are hired by Monday, or if they're being put in charge on Monday of our team. Otherwise, my team will have no one in charge of us.
Hey, yeah, I did that. Yeah, sure, you approve it.
And like I will tell you some of the idiotic things about the company right now, Elihu. On one of the projects that I was not trained for, it uses an application that I've never used before, a computer program. So I look around and I see, oh, there's a training video on how to use this application. I'm like, great. I click the link. I go to the training video. It brings up a Vimeo video, not YouTube, Vimeo. How familiar are you with Vimeo?
You gotta pay to watch them, don't you?
Yep. And I get a message when the video pops up from Vimeo saying, I'm sorry, your company hasn't paid their bill yet. This video is not available. So I couldn't watch the training video because the company I work for didn't pay their fucking bills. And then I'm like, well, how am I supposed to do this project? And I was literally told by my boss, who I didn't know was going to quit at the time, you'll just have to figure it out. So, and then I was trying to like, well, is there someone I could talk to? Who was the previous rep who did this project? I find out that the previous rep who was assigned this project never did the project.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I'm like, this is even great. The store doesn't know what I'm supposed to do. My company doesn't know what I'm supposed to do, or my supervisor doesn't know what I'm supposed to do. And the training video for the project is unavailable. And I'm like, okay, let me talk to the project lead. I emailed the project lead. The project lead is no longer in charge of the project due to the merger.
It's a free for all at work.
Either. I'm like, so I did everything but reach out to our actual client because as a, I'm like the second lowest man on the totem pole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, regular rep is the lowest person on the totem pole. I'm lead rep, so I'm like one stage above them. I'm not allowed to necessarily contact the clients. I'm told not to, even though, I sometimes have their information. I'm told not to contact our clients. So I didn't contact the client regarding this. Then another funny thing, with this merger, my old work email has been discontinued. They created a new work email for me, right? I could not access it. They gave me the new email. They gave me the temporary password. When I used the temporary password, it said, sorry, your account has been locked. Unable to access. Contact your administrator. So I called my administrator, which is my supervisor. They told me to call IT. I call IT. After being on hold for a collective 6.5 hours, I finally get a hold of somebody. They're like, okay, let's try resetting your password. We reset the password. I put the new password in. It says my account is locked. Please contact your administrator. They're like, oh, I don't know what happened. Let's try resetting your password again. We reset the password. Now it sends a message. No username attached to that account.
You don't exist. You don't get paid.
Well, we're going to get to that in a second, which is the real reason is funny as all hell, Elihu. Now, the IT person goes, I don't know what's going on. I need to contact, my supervisor. Maybe they know what the problem is. We'll get back to you. They, of course, don't get back to me. I literally am calling IT every day for 2 weeks trying to get this email thing sorted out. And then when my supervisor told me, hey, I'm quitting on Friday, you need to have your email set up because that's going to be the only way for the company to contact you now. They won't be emailing your personal email. They won't be emailing your old work email. It'll only be the new email, and you can't access it. So you wouldn't be able to even do your job if you don't get this done by Friday. So I tried calling IT one last time to find out the company I work for closes the IT department now between Friday and Sunday.
Jeez.
I'm like, okay, now what am I supposed to do? I go to my boss's boss. And I said, IT is closed. My email is still not working. What do I do? They're like, oh, don't worry about not being able to contact IT. We've installed a new AI chatbot to help all IT related issues. All right. So I go to the website where the AI IT chatbot is located on. It says, hi, how can I help you? I said, I am locked out of my work email. The message it says is, your email has been locked. Contact your administrator. My administrator doesn't know how to unlock it. What should I do? The chatbot tells me, when I remember, I told it, I am locked out of my email. I can't access my email. So what do you think that the AI chatbot tells me to do under that circumstance, Elihu?
Check your email.
No. Close. Very, very close. It says, we need to confirm you work for the company. Please log into your email.
Oh.
I literally responded with, I can't log into my work email. That is my issue. We're sorry, we can't assist with that problem unless you're logged into your email. And the entire time I'm taking screenshots of this conversation, sending them to my supervisor going, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Well, the company that is hosting the AI chatbot has a live agent feature. So I'm finally able to talk to a live agent for the hosting company of the AI chatbot, not my company's IT department. I'm talking to them trying to figure out what am I supposed to do? Because I have tried virtually everything. And he goes, oh, I know exactly what they did wrong. And this guy doesn't work for my company. He calls my company's IT guy because he just like happens to know, or sorry, she happens to know him. What they did was when they created my work email, they failed to connect it to my phone number. And what they did is they activated two-factor authentication without me knowing. So when I was trying to log into my work email, my company was sending a two-factor code to my phone that I was supposed to enter along with my password, but it wasn't going to my phone because they didn't connect my email to my phone. They did create a second profile, employee profile, under the name of under my same name with a number 2 added for my phone number.
So let me guess. Now you got 2 accounts on payroll.
Exactly. They actually accidentally created 2 employee profiles for me with this new company, with the company that is doing the merger. And because it was considered 2 separate profiles, none of the information was linked. So that's why my account got locked, was because they're like, well, there's no phone number attached. We can't do 2-factor. We're not going to allow this person to access their email because obviously they're not a real employee. So again, this other person was able to help me out more than my own company's fucking IT and AI chatbot thing. They were able to fix it. I was able to tell the people, they and I were able to confirm everything. So finally, I was able to access my work email. It took 2 weeks and over 10 hours of phone calls to find out what the fuck was wrong. And
These
I'm
are millennials, right?
My team, remember, my team is San Diego. My team is over 180 people. I'm just one in San Diego of 180 people. And this is the type of problems I'm dealing with. Just imagine the rest of the country, let alone the rest of the company, because the company has offices in Canada, Mexico, China, sorry, not China, Japan, and France for some reason. So, I mean, this company has over 10,000 employees. And I'm like, this is the type of competency that I'm seeing from our new parent company, I'm worried that this company is not going to last long.
Well, hopefully your sales on SD Game Swap increase.
Yeah, let's hope so.
And speaking of, as a sponsor of the weekly wrap up, it's canceled tonight.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
I almost want to show off my profile. I'm so proud of my avatar for the He-Man.
I do like it. It's funny, but remember I said about
I made the changes I told you I was going to make. I made those changes.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm really proud of it. It's a pun on 3 different levels. So I really want to. I'm so mad, but at least now there's going to be more synergy because at least next week I will be watching watching the new movie, so we could talk about it next week.
Okay, and just like the Marvel movies, stay till the very, 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 very end till the lights come on. Okay.
Yeah. Anything else we need to talk about, or else should I end the stream? Anything you want to bring up science related since you won't be doing your bit tonight?
The Artemis 3 mission crew was announced. It's not a big deal. All they're doing is just doing a low Earth orbit docking practice procedure for Artemis 4, which is the big deal, which means Artemis 4 will be, the crew has not been selected yet, but they will be walking on the moon for Artemis 4 mission. 3 is just low Earth orbit, standard stuff. But 4, yeah, I'm looking forward to 4.
All right, hold on 1 second. I'm going to see if I can find a video. Because I was trying to send this video to Chris, but my Yahoo account won't email it to him because the file's too large.
Yeah, that's why I use Google. I got a separate folder for Chris.
He doesn't have one for me.
Oh. Create one on your Gmail for Chris. Just send it to him like that. Give him permission to edit.
I might have to do that, but I'm going to see.
That's what I did. I created a folder on my Google Drive called Chris Knight, and he has all permission to edit and everything. I'm like, yeah, just here's your file folder, man.
Did I not save the video? I thought I saved the video.
Yeah, so any long videos, I'm sending it to on that folder for him from now on.
No, it's saved here. So, is it saved somewhere else on the phone?
Are you going to be watching the season 3 of My Adventures with Superman?
Say that again.
Are you going to be watching season 3 of My Adventures with Superman? The episode dropped last night.
I probably will. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
All right.
They did release the first 3 episode titles.
I'm going to share a video file. When I saw this, I immediately thought of you, Elihu, and a specific bit we do on Chris's stream.
What about probing Uranus? What is the problem about? Why is nobody in?
Is it the coldest planet?
No.
Is it not? I thought it was very cold.
Yeah, this is not the reason, though. It's really
very gassy. I mean, it's hard to prod it, I'd have thought.
I can hardly hear it. I can't even hear it, dude.
It's one of the things we know. 500 miles per hour.
I cannot hear the audio. It's mumbled.
Wait, you're now we're talking about you.
All right, hold on. Can I raise the volume up? No, the volume's at max.
Yeah, it sounds mumbled. I cannot understand what they're saying.
Well, they're talking about Uranus and the fact that public funding to explore Uranus by sending probes is been hard for them to do because of the name of the planet.
Hard for them to do. Okay, I get it.
So I think you know what bit I'm talking about that we do on Chris's stream.
Yeah, send that to Chris, man. That's funny.
I'm trying to. I promise. And yeah, I did download it, so I might be able to make the image or the file size smaller, and we'll try sending it to it. And how you doing, Cam?
Que pasa? I just closed the chat down. Oops. Thanks.
But yeah, I thought that was funny as all hell when I saw that. Because all I could think of was, it's stuck in Uranus? Uranus shouldn't be clogged, especially this early.
Gotta reach up there and grab it.
Oh, man. Fuck.
Is Uranus clogged? Go to the septic tank.
No, not right now, at least. I'm drinking coffee. Our Uranus won't be clogged all day.
If I have a milkshake, it won't be clogged anymore.
All right. I'll go ahead and end the stream.
That's the joy of being lactose intolerant. You don't have to worry about buying any medication. Just get a milkshake. You're constipated.
Yeah, but I have my I saved the name just because I was mad that I could never remember what the fuck it's called. No, I want the clipboard. All right, I suffer from allium intolerance. It's kind of like lactose intolerance, but the difference is when I eat garlic, onions, scallops, anything like that, I will either get immediate diarrhea or I will throw them up.
So
I don't. Ironically,
load up on garlic salt when I give you garlic bread.
Yeah, no actual garlic on it, but garlic salt is fine.
Oh.
So, but what's funny is there is a medication I can take in order to eat onions and garlic. I keep it in the car just in case. What's funny about it is the medication combined with the sulfur from onions and garlic makes me have extremely bad, smelly flatulence if I eat and take the medication.
Okay, on that note, I think it's time to end the stream.
So you eat lactose and you get bad gas. I eat onions with my medication and I get bad gas.
Yeah, if I'm not going to be around anybody, I'm going to have a nice milkshake.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget, buy something at SD GameSwap. And I'll see you next week. Later, folks.
Later, weirdos.